All right, so you're in this world of AI and machine learning, right? And I mean, it's crazy how fast everything's moving.
Yeah, trying to stay ahead of the curve can feel like a full-time job in itself.
It really can. So much noise out there. How do you filter through it all and actually gain knowledge that's going to stick with you, that
Yeah,
you can use?
that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving deep into something that I think could make a real difference. We're talking about the CPMAI V7 certification. That's Cognitive Project Management for AI version 7.
Exactly. We're going to unpack what this certification actually means for managing those AI and ML projects and doing it well.
And to do that, we're going right to the source, the New York Training Center and Certifications website. That's nytcc.net for those following along. We're going to pull out those golden nuggets of info about this certification, and by the end, you'll know if it's something you should be considering for your own AML journey.
We're aiming for the heart of CPMAI. What makes it unique? What benefits does it offer? And what you absolutely need to know. It's a global standard created by Cognilytica, and the whole point is to tackle the very specific challenges you face in AI and ML project management.
And the cool thing is, CPMAI isn't reinventing the wheel. It takes those proven best practices from Agile and CRISP-DM, those frameworks we've been using, and adapts them specifically for the cognitive world. All right, let's get into it. What exactly is CPMAI?
So CPMAI gives professionals, people like you, the skills, the methods, and the practical knowledge to lead AI and machine learning projects to success. Think of it as a sturdy framework to navigate all those twists and turns that inevitably come up in these kinds of initiatives.
Okay, so it's like a roadmap specifically designed for this new terrain.
Exactly. And the term cognitive is key here. It highlights that we're dealing with projects where the AI model itself, it learns, it evolves. That requires a much more adaptable approach than what we're used to in traditional projects.
Right, because the goalposts are constantly shifting as the AI learns. So it's more about managing a dynamic process, not just following a fixed plan.
You got it. It's not just about checking boxes and getting a certificate on your wall. It's about demonstrating a deep understanding. The website talks about training, a tough exam. They really want to make sure you grasp the concepts, not just memorize facts.
I can see that. It's about proving your competence, not just ticking off a list. So why should someone invest their time and effort in this training? What kind of real-world benefits can they expect to see in their daily work?
Yeah, well, if you want to climb that career ladder in AI and ML project management, this training can be a huge boost. It sends a clear message to employers that you've got the specific skills they're looking for in this high-demand field.
Yeah, it's a stamp of approval in a way, showing you're serious about AI project management.
Yeah.
And the fact that NYTCC offers this training in a flexible format, study at your own pace, that's got to be a major plus for busy professionals.
Definitely a big advantage. And beyond the convenience, the training really digs deep into the workflows and techniques you need to manage AI and ML projects effectively. These projects come with unique challenges compared to your standard IP project, especially when you consider data collection, model development, and all that experimentation.
Right, because you're not just building something and shipping it. It's all about iterating, refining based on data, adjusting as the model learns. So the training helps you embrace that uncertainty, that constant evolution.
Absolutely. And it's not just about passing that exam. It's about gaining practical guidance you can actually use day one on your project.
So it's not just theory, it's applicable knowledge, the kind of wisdom you gain from experience.
Precisely.
Okay, so what are some of the core skills and knowledge you gain through this CPMAI training? What are those key takeaways you walk away with?
First and foremost, understanding the CPMAI methodology itself. That's the backbone, the structured framework you'll use to manage these complex projects. You'll also learn to effectively manage scope, schedule, resources, all those classic project management elements, but tailored for the AI world.
So it's those classic project management skills, but with an AI twist, because managing an AI project is different from, say, building a website or something.
Exactly. For example, with AI, the scope can be tricky. Your understanding of what you're even building can evolve as you learn more from the data, right?
Oh, scope creep, the classic project management nightmare.
It's everywhere, but especially relevant in AI projects. And then there's data. The training really digs deep into data preparation and management. It's the foundation of any AI or ML project. You'll learn how to clean data, transform it, manage it properly.
That's often the bottleneck in AI development, isn't it? Getting the data right.
It is. And it's not just about having data, it's about having the right data in the right format. You'll also develop skills in risk assessment because AI projects, they have their own special breed of risks, right? Making sure your model is accurate, dealing with unexpected outcomes, those kinds of things.
Right, because you're working with systems that are learning and adapting, so the risks are different, more complex.
Yeah.
It's not like building a bridge where you know exactly what to expect.
Exactly. And then there's the whole aspect of alignment. The training emphasizes making sure your AI project actually aligns with your business goals and that you're following all the necessary regulations.
That's a crucial point. It's great to have cutting-edge AI, but it's got to serve a purpose. It needs to deliver real value to the organization.
Absolutely. And then finally, you'll get a deep dive into Agile and CRISP-DM, the cross-industry standard process for data mining, how to apply those frameworks specifically in AI project management.
So it's really about taking those established methodologies and tailoring them for this new world of AI and ML. Now, looking at the topics covered in the training, it seems like it directly supports those learning objectives. We see AI project methodologies, in-depth exploration of data management.
Yes, the training looks at various methodologies for AI projects because there's no one-size-fits-all solution, and data management is a central theme. It covers everything from acquiring the data to prepping it and everything in between.
Makes sense. Data is the lifeblood of AI. And that focus on risk assessment, it seems like it'd be incredibly valuable, given the potential for surprises in AI development.
Absolutely. You're dealing with a lot of unknowns, so understanding and mitigating those risks is crucial.
And what about managing resources? That's got to be unique for these AI projects, with all the different specialists involved.
It is. You're often dealing with data scientists, machine learning engineers, traditional project managers, a very diverse team. And the training covers how to effectively manage and coordinate those different skill sets.
So it's about leadership, about building a cohesive team out of all these different disciplines. And it sounds like the training digs deep into Agile, CRISP-DM, even hybrid approaches, giving you those practical tools to actually use them in real-world AI projects.
Exactly.
And it's not just about the technical stuff, right? It also covers things like team collaboration and leadership, those softer skills.
You got it. It's not just about the algorithms. You need strong leadership and teamwork to navigate the complexities of these projects.
All right, so who is this CPMAI training really for? Who would benefit most from pursuing this certification?
Well, the website lists a whole range of folks. Of course, you've got your AI project managers, but also data scientists who want to take on more leadership roles, program managers who oversee multiple AI initiatives, and IT professionals who want to specialize in AI.
They also mentioned business analysts who need to understand how AI projects work, project leaders in general who are looking to upskill, and even AI and ML engineers who want to get a handle on the project management side of things. It seems like it covers a lot of ground, a lot of different roles within the AML world.
It does. And the great thing is, you don't need to be an AI expert to take the training. As long as you've got a basic understanding of project management principles and some familiarity with AI concepts, you're good to go.
So it's not just for seasoned pros, it's also a great entry point for people who are new to AI project management. It's great to hear. Now, let's talk about NYTCC as the training provider. What makes them stand out?
Their biggest selling point is that their courses are led by experts in both AI and project management. That combination is key. It means the training isn't just theoretical, it's rooted in real-world experience.
So you're learning from people who've actually been in the trenches, who face those real-world challenges.
Exactly. And they really emphasize the practical guidance and support they offer, not just to help you pass the exam, but to actually excel in your role managing AI and ML projects.
That's what it's all about, right? Not just the certificate, but the skills and knowledge to make a real impact. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the certification exam. What's the format like?
It's 80 multiple choice questions, and you've got 2 hours to complete it. It covers 6 key domains, and it's currently offered in English.
So it's a pretty thorough evaluation that's designed to really test your understanding of all those core concepts.
It is. It aims to validate your expertise in the essential principles and practices of CPMAI.
And what about the cost? What kind of investment are we talking about for the CPMAI certification?
Well, there are separate fees for members and non-members. If you're a member, the exam fee is $750. Non-members pay $950. And then there are renewal fees to keep your certification current. For members, it's $100, and for non-members, it's $200.
So it's an ongoing investment in your professional development and keeping your skills sharp in this fast-moving field.
Exactly. Renewal usually involves demonstrating that you're staying current with the latest developments in AI and ML project management.
Right, because things are changing so quickly. It's not a one-and-done kind of thing. You mentioned 6 key domains covered in the CPMAI certification. Can we unpack those a little bit? What are those domains?
Sure. The first domain is AI methodology, and as we've discussed, it's all about how to apply Agile and CRISP-DM in AI projects. It's about choosing the right approach for the right project, understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each.
Right, because those methodologies have a lot of value in software development and data science, but it's about using them strategically in the context of AI.
Exactly. The second domain is data management. This covers everything related to preparing, cleaning, and managing data throughout the entire AI project lifecycle. High quality data is absolutely essential for successful AI.
It's like that saying, garbage in, garbage out. You can't build a great AI system on bad data.
Absolutely. The third domain is project integration. This is all about making sure your AI projects actually align with your overall business objectives. It's about collaborating effectively across teams, communicating with stakeholders, and making sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, it's great to build cool AI, but it's got to actually deliver value to the business, right? It has to solve real problems and contribute to those strategic goals.
Exactly. Domain number 4 is risk management, and this is specifically focused on the unique risks that come up in AI and ML projects. Things like data quality issues, potential bias in your models, and making sure your AI is interpretable and explainable.
So these are risks that are different from what you might see in a more traditional IT project, right?
Exactly. The fifth domain is ethics and compliance. This is all about making sure your AI initiatives are developed responsibly and ethically, and that you're following all the relevant regulations.
It seems like that's more important than ever as AI becomes more integrated into our lives.
It is. Responsible AI development is a must. And the final domain is performance monitoring. This is all about how you measure the success of your AI implementation. How do you know if it's actually achieving its objectives?
Right, so it's not just about building the AI, it's about tracking its performance, making sure it's actually delivering the intended results. So the CPMAI certification really covers the whole life cycle of an AI project from start to finish. Now, what about career opportunities? What kind of doors might this certification open up?
Well, the website highlights a few different roles. The most obvious is AI project manager, but it could also lead to roles like AI strategist, where you're helping shape the overall AI strategy for an organization, or ML program lead, where you're overseeing multiple machine learning projects.
So it positions you for leadership roles within this growing field of AI and ML. And the website even gives us some insight into potential salary expectations.
Yeah, they say that certified AI project managers in the US typically earn around $140,000 per year. Of course, that can vary based on experience, location, and other factors, but it shows there's strong demand for these skills and that companies are willing to pay for them.
That's definitely a good sign for anyone considering this as a career path. So it's not just about the knowledge and skills, it's also about the potential financial rewards. Now, NYTCC also mentions other training programs they offer, like PST training for asset protection. It sounds like they have a lot of expertise beyond AI and ML project management.
They do. The mention of PSP training just shows the breadth of their professional development offerings in the IT sector. But for today, we're focusing on the support they provide specifically for professionals in AI and machine learning, and that CPMAI certification is a big part of that.
And for anyone listening who wants to learn more about the CPMAI training or get in touch with NYTCC, how can they do that?
There are a few different ways to connect with them. You can call or message them on WhatsApp at +1 929 636 9020. Their email address is info@nytcc.net, and their physical address is 2380 Hempstead Turnpike Ground, FL Suite 1, East Meadow, New York, 11554. And of course, their website, nytcc.net, has all the details about their programs.
So plenty of ways to get in touch if you're interested. So to sum it all up, what's the key message about this CPMAI certification? What's the big takeaway?
I'd say the key message is that the CTMAI V7 certification offers a clear, structured, and globally recognized approach to managing all those complexities that come with AI and ML projects. It takes those proven project management methodologies and adapts them specifically for the world of cognitive technology. And by earning this certification, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're signaling to potential employers that you have the skills they're looking for, the skills to lead in this exciting and rapidly growing field.
So as you think about your own career path, about how you can up your game in this AI-driven world, here's something to consider. AI is becoming more and more integrated into every industry. Having that formal certification in AI project management, like the CPMAI, can give you a serious competitive edge. It shows you're not just keeping up, you're ahead of the curve.
Exactly. It can set you apart in the job market, no question.
And as you're thinking about it, think about those 6 key domains we talked about: AI methodology, data management, project integration, risk management, ethics and compliance, performance monitoring. Which one of those resonates most with the challenges you're facing right now in your work, or with the direction you want to take your career? It's definitely something to reflect on as you navigate this amazing, transformative world of AI and machine learning.
Right.
It's an exciting time to be in this field, and having the right skills and knowledge is more important than ever.
Absolutely. It's a rapidly changing landscape, but it's also full of opportunities. And the CPMAI certification can help you seize those opportunities.